In Skyrim, you can't just turn the mods on and off in game, right? You have to like reload the game if you want to turn them off, right? Because I suspect what people do is they just turn it on, take some screenshots, and then turn it off to play the game. I think people do that for RTX Minecraft as well. I I'm not sure how many people actually play with RTX on all the time. I guess some people, I mean I do, some people do. But I wouldn't be surprised if people like turn it on, take photos, and then turn it off and play the game. I mean, I don't watch a lot of gameplay videos of Skyrim. But you know, just off the top of my head, I don't really remember anyone like just playing with lighting mods all the time. Again, I guess some people do, but houses depends on what the mods are. For sure, 8K everything might look good, but for most people's Skyrim, most people's systems, it would be unplayable. But it can look very good and playable with mid-level systems. It's changed in the last couple of years as more people have 8 gigs and more VRAM, yeah. How is it I can run 8K mountains with ease? I might look into that again. I mean, I haven't... Have I played Skyrim on the new I haven't played Skyrim on this new computer. Ah, okay, well, I mean, too many games to play anyway. How is this? And that used to be ridiculous resolution a few years back. Yeah. I mean, there's a number of games that I played on the old computer, and the graphics were kind of atrocious because my computer was bad. Skyrim was okay, but like Fallout 4, The Witcher 3, like these games that are supposed to have good graphics, and I played them with my awful computer, with the graphics turned to the minimum settings. Maybe I should go back and, you know, have a look at these games again with the new computer. And of course, as you say, Skyrim with mods. How's this? Yeah, I had the same problem with those two. Lightly modded Skyrim was okay, but Fallout 4 was below 20 frames per second vanilla, and that was with 4 gigabytes of VRAM. I think Fallout 4 was just not very well optimized, to be honest. But I should check, right? I should just go back with a new computer, have a look. Wonder what's gonna happen going forward though. If you look at like chip making technology, they're not really making the chips, or they're not making the transistors any smaller anymore. They kind of like rearranging how the transistors are built on the silicon to squeeze more of them into a smaller space. The size of the actual transistors aren't really getting smaller with silicon technology. So, yeah, we're not sure how much longer we can just get faster and faster graphics cards. Maybe somebody will invent something. They talk about reaching physical limits, as in, like, the materials can't get any smaller. They literally can't. If the wires get any thinner, the electrons start falling off the wires. Which is an interesting thought. The wires are so thin that the electrons fall out and they just jump to the neighboring wires because they're too close together. Um, with memory, they're stacking them up in 3 dimensions. So they have like layers. Yeah, so instead of like making them thinner, they're stacking them up to fit more into the same package. But then that leads to serious heat problems. The latest solid state drives are like this. Like they keep stacking them up, but then they generate a lot of heat. And so now you need like a massive heat sink for your solid state hard drive. Which, you know, if you have a bigger capacity hard drive, but then you need a heat sink for it, and the heat sink is like 4 times the size of the drive, why don't you have like 2 drives that don't need a heat sink? Wouldn't that be better? Graphics cards are like that too, like massive heat sinks and fans for the graphics card. What if you had several graphics cards working in tandem, but they don't need heat sinks? Oh, speaking of Elder Scrolls, they announced Elder Scrolls 6 quite a while back, huh? And then there's been no news ever since. They probably announced too early, to be honest. I think Fallout 76 was hard to... I think they released too early. But then again, how can you not, right? They released it, it was buggy. It's improved over time, according to the people who still play it. But then a lot of games are like that. A lot of games get released undercooked, basically. And then it takes ages to get them to the state where they should have been released. But by that point, all the hype is gone and nobody's gonna play it. Okay, so the next part of this, gonna do that, gonna do that. So we need a couple of buttons, redstone torches, slabs, and then a whole lot of redstone dust. And I'm wondering if I should try to... Do I just copy this, or do I try to make it even more efficient? Can I make this more efficient? Because if I just copy this, that's going to be kind of annoying as well, because this is a strange pattern. Or do I not worry about spending a little more dust? I probably just shouldn't worry about more dust. It's not like redstone dust is that precious, right? Some of those, some of those, some of those. I don't have buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And where's my redstone dust? Alright, what are we looking at? One block gap and then the button. One block gap. It's the best way to do this. Move those out of the way. Button there. Slab there. What is going on? That's not right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There. Just realized maybe I should have brought some chests and hoppers as well. As I'm doing this, anyway, one thing at a time. Going up. Not that one. Right button, torch. Alright, so let's figure out a simple layout for the redstone that I can easily figure out and duplicate. Because I don't want to do the optimization puzzle every single time. Don't need that. Don't need doubles. While I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Probably need more redstone than this. I also need repeaters. Right, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15.